Hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on, everybody? So, as you know, yesterday, I had cleaned out one of my ASICs and hoped that I was going to have less issues. I had a feeling that probably wouldn't be the case, but step one, always clean. So I cleaned my ASIC out, and when I got home from lunch today, a couple of the hashing boards had actually dropped off. The thing was cycling on and off. Just a whole bunch of mess of an issue. So what I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do today is taking off some of the hashing boards, popping the cooler off, and re-thermal pasting these bad boys. So as you, let me see here, let's see, bam. As you, my camera's angles of course is not correct. And bam. So again, the ASIC is back out of the mining room, and which means that the hashing boards need to come out. So I guess without any further ado, let's dive in. So I gotta move my microphone over a little bit so people can hear what I'm saying. Go over here so that I can pull my stream. And here. Now, I can come back up over here and start dismantling once again, guys. At least I know how to take this stuff apart really easily. There we go. And there we go. Take the screws back out of this thing. 6 screws on the back. Alright. Come to the edge. And the hashing boards can come back out. Move these out of my way here so I got some room to lay this stuff down. We're gonna do these one hashing board at a time. Oop. Wife's gonna kill me. Scratch the table a little bit, damn it. Alright, so it looks like 2 screws holds down each hashing board, so let's go ahead and take them up. And I always suggest to do these pretty much one at a time. This way you can easily remember where you put everything. Ah, sneaky little guys. So, well, okay, just got to see how these things kind of come up here. So it looks like I should have it apart. Maybe just give these things a little pull. Come on. These things are just in there really good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Opa! Okay, so there's arrows on here, so they can tell which way it orientates itself in here. And let's go ahead and take off this. Lots of little screws. Come on. There we go. Bam! Yeah, that's so nasty. So you can see that the thermal paste on this bad boy is chunky. That's disgusting. So we will be putting on a better thermal paste on here. And this thing should actually live life a lot happier. So I'm going to grab some alcohol pads and all that good stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Always a mission to look for something when you thought you had everything. All right, so go ahead and start cleaning some of this garbage off of here. I don't know what kind of thermal paste they use on this thing. Alright, so this is what one of their chipsets look like once it's all clean. Yo! Just lined with memory all around it. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory on this. And let me grab my thermal paste. Gotta make sure you have thermal paste. That is for sure. And what I am using here is some MX4. This is non-curing, non-conductive thermal paste. It looks like I could have gotten away with some Arctic Silver, but I'll sit here and use a little non-conductive. This way I don't have to worry about anything. Give me a little alcohol pad so I can clean it a little bit. Clean the cooler up really nicely. Alright, as you see, it gets it really, really nasty, and that just came off the cooler. So, alright, so, bada boom, and then now I can start putting some thermal paste onto this bad boy. Yeah, that's what's up. Stuff's pretty cheap. I'm not really, and you don't have to worry about the non-conductive. You can slather as much of this on there as you want. I like to put like a little X pattern. cap on this. And then from here, you can just sandwich your cooler right back on. Now, sometimes it's easier just to lay the cooler down on the ground and then flip the board this way. You can see and align the screw holes. This way you can just place it one time. Come here, you. And I always say, don't tighten down all the screws until you started them all. Alright, bam. As I throw screws around. Alright, now I can go ahead and tighten you down, and of course I got my cat wanting to be in the scene. Alright, tightened. Tightened. Kitty, kitty! Tightened. And tightened. Kitty, you're in the shots! Got the star of the show here, right guys? So, that's it, re-thermal pasted. Hopefully, that was good enough. I hope that was enough thermal paste on there. And then the next thing is just I would slot it in, but I'm feeling that I'm gonna have an issue getting to these two center ones to lift them up. So let's go ahead and set these over here. This way I can keep everything nice and organized. Kitty, kitty. You just want to be a part of everything, huh? Alright. Got the two screws lifted. Alright. Now, start prying this bad boy up. There we go. Now that I know how to lift them up, it's not so bad. I sure made sure to put enough of this on there. Holy cow. Let me grab the garbage bag on this one. I made sure this one got slathered. Holy cow. Oh. Alright, so go ahead and clean that up really good. Alright. Alright, so bam. Yeah, they put a lot of thermal grease on that one. Holy cow. Alright, so I got enough grease on there. Alright. And let's go ahead and land you. Alright, but bam. Alright, so bam. And you don't have to get all crazy tight with it. Come on. To get the right screw in there. Tighten down. Tighten down. Tighten down. And tighten down. So bam. That's another one. Now look at see if it oozed anything out. I have no idea if it oozed. Alright, so that one goes there. Put both of these screws right there. Alright, so next, bam. Go, bam. Like I said, I knew I was gonna need to turn to get that, keep those boards off. Alright. This cooler off. Bam. Wow, that one really didn't have too good a coverage on there. Wow. Look at that one. That chip barely had coverage on it. Like one whole side of the hashing board didn't, the thermal paste didn't really cover it right. Huh. That could have been why it was like booting down on me every so often. It's kind of clean everything up the best you can, of course. And yes, I'm using a little sock. It's like the only thing that I got that's like really lint free. That I can kind of polish a little bit. Alright, yeah. You don't have to get these all super immaculately tight, because it is just bolting onto aluminum here. Oh, and I think I just put the cooler on backwards. Yeah. Damn it. Alright. Well, you just watched me put the cooler on wrong just on the one. I did it right on all the other ones. Why did I do it wrong on this one? Damn it. Which means that I gotta clean the thermal grease back off of it. Awesome. Right? Because that's what we love to do, right? Don't drop stuff either. Slow is fast. And you can tell my patterning is actually really good with the grease, so I'm happy with how this is laying out. Just got to redo it because I put the cooler on backwards. Oops. Alright, cool. Let's try that again. Alright. I hope if you guys got any questions or anything like that, certainly drop some comments in down below, guys. And while you're down there, definitely smash that lizardy like button, guys. Yo! You know, and if you find anybody that is having some similar issues with their ASICs, that it's just kind of randomly dropping hashing boards like mine, they might have to do the same thing that I'm doing right now, which is just kind of rethermal pasting everything, which is not an issue. Okay, go ahead and move this stuff over. Alright, bam. Cool. Alright, going on to the next one. And I got two other hashing boards that I got to do this to also, so I won't show you all of it. I'll just do the one hashing board for you guys. This way you have an idea of what all goes into doing at least one hashing board. And try not to bend these pins that are on the back side that plug into the board down here. You won't. You're not going to have a good time if you have that issue. All right, so take this up. So their thermal paste is definitely like dried out. Now this hasn't even been mining for a whole year, so I'm thinking that I should actually have better performance once I'm actually done. I don't know what kind of thermal paste they're using, but man, it like dried for sure. Ugh, come on. Yeah, this thing's just got horrible coverage. Air bubbles on this one. Damn. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is some air bubblies. Let me see if I can get a little closer with this. So you can see all the air bubbles in this. So this one might have been having an issue, this particular hashing board, considering that it's actually got air bubbles in it. Not cool. Alright, let me get a piece of paper towel. Cleaned that off real quick. So, make sure I have the arrows facing me. Ooh, I gotta get my other tube, guys. Thank God for multiple tubes. Loving it. matched it up, hole for hole, and flip and go. Alright, so excellent. And I think you guys kind of catch the drift on how this one all operates. I kind of do an X pattern. I always do that. Alright. So now you see me doing how I did 4 of them. Now I can kind of plug these ones back in, considering that the middle ones are now done. And be really gentle, and you can kind of just press them back in, kind of support everything on the way down. It doesn't have to be all super tight. It's just got to be snugged up so that it's not going to vibrate anything loose. And again, they've got arrows on there, arrows on here, so you know the orientation of the hashing board. And make sure that you're dropping the pins in all the correct spots. Alright. And I still know I got to do these 2 over here. Just kind of getting everything prepped and organized, of course. Alright. Now I just got to take off these other 2 hashing boards. Yo! Nice and organized. I love it. Bam. Love it. Alright, so last 2, and then you guys will know how to do start to finish a single hashing board for an E3 Antminer. Now on my L3 Antminer, that's not how this one is set up, the internals on it. On the L3, it looks like the coolers are like glued onto the ASIC chips. Which these ones, if you look at it, let me pull this cover off of it. But this is more looks like how a GPU looks like. A big die on there, and a bunch of memory. So I mean, to me, this looks just like kind of like a GPU almost, without all the glitz and glamour on it. But that's just me and how I look at it. Clean that chipset off. Beautiful. Yeah, little alcohol swab. Clean you off a little bit better. Go over, clean you up a little bit. Excellent. Alright. Almost done. Bump. Put that one off to the side there, and then we can take the last one off, guys. And pretty much this is how you maintenance a whole E3 amp miner. You saw me on the last video doing the vacuuming of this thing and dedusting of it. Alright. And now you guys get to see how to thermal paste an E3 amp miner, which is pretty easy, guys. You just got to make sure you got enough thermal paste for everything. The chipsets are pretty big. I think these are like either 12 or 14 nanometer chips or something like that. Man, this one's chunky too. Up, make sure that everything's good. Awesome. Give me a little alcohol swabby. All right. putting the screws back in. And get the screws all in before I tighten them down, of course. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get back in here. All right. That's the whole hashing board re-thermal pasted and all that good stuff. So now, this one can slide back into its home. Look at that, guys. That's one done. Bam! So, let me get the camera angle up here. So I hope you guys found this very informative. I hope you guys like this kind of content of me kind of breaking down how an ASIC is re-thermal pasted, taking it apart, doing some maintenance on it. If you found it very informative, definitely smash that lizardy like button, yo! And while you're down there smashing that lizardy like button, you know, definitely hit the bell, subscribe, share these videos with other people that might be able to benefit from stuff like this. That always helps me out, grow my channel, and get good knowledge out to all of you awesome people out there. So, as usual, if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, put some comments and everything down below. And of course, like always, I will see you guys on the next one. Yo!